అందరూ బాగున్నారా? అందరూ తిన్నారా? ఏం బాబు తిన్నావా? Yes. So basically, these are those mind-blowing phases, to be precise, where I'm getting a few thoughts which I really think can make a difference. Making a difference can mean something. It might be a little progress in someone else's life, or it might be a dot which someone else is trying to connect, because I tried to connect this dot since quite a long time, since quite some time, and then I think I finally got it. At least it makes sense to me. I think it makes a lot of sense. So the idea was, sometimes I think all of us are used to, right from childhood, somebody comes to you, let's say your father or mother, in some form, some external human being, whoever it might be your friend, it might be your family. They come and they tell you, okay, now get up. When you are crawling on your using both your hands and legs, suddenly somebody comes and tells you, okay, now get up. And they try to lift you up with both your hands and they try to make you walk. And that's how you learn to walk, because somebody has told you that you have to get up, you have to, lift your body and then stand on your legs, and that's how they guide you through the steps and stuff like that. Yes, so that's how we learn to walk. And there comes a stage where somebody tells you, your father comes in, okay, you're 4 years old now, let's go to school, let's go to pre-primary. Then their teachers
And you sit on the bench, take this pencil, try to make a shape like this, put a line and this becomes A.
that is it. Somebody told you. And that's how we have all we have been trained. Like, that's how we all grow. We have all been grown up, and then that's how we have been taught things. And then even in the at higher levels of education, bachelor's, some professor was coming me teaching me something, and then, but more or less, bachelor's is a little kind of tentative phase. But until +1 or +2, even that's also a transition where you make. And if you're in India in 10th grade, after that you have to choose which stream you want to go to: maths, physics, chemistry, or like biology or commerce. Until that point, 10th class, we have all been trained to do certain things.
Go to school, listen to the classes, come do your homework, do your best in your exams, get the maximum scores and then stuff like that. But
After that, I think we all get this kind of wings when you are 16, 17-year old. That's where the transition begins, and then you are little loose. That says you are allowed to choose certain things on your own. Mm, and then that goes on. In bachelor's, you have so-called wings which are widened, which gives you freedom to do stuff which I've never done before. It gives you your private times, your own mobile phones, and your own freedom to do whatever you want to do, basically. Whatever stuff which you can hide from anybody to do. And I think that I'm talking about the level of freedom we are getting. So later on, when we evolve into 18s, 90s, and now 20s, what I'm discovering, I'm 22 years old, speaking as of now. I'm doing masters now, and there were quite some phases where I used to feel this hindrance of being conventional and then doing things what the rest of the world has been doing. But now, lately, I think it has always been there within me. That's the core point. Something is always there within all of us. It's just that this phase, what I discovered is something beautiful. People, like just like how I gave the examples earlier, Like somebody has been telling you to lift this body, stand on two legs. Just like that, now at this phase, you being an adult and being in a state where you are at least as per the world norms, you are at least capable of taking your own decisions and then you choose certain things and you face the consequences. That's how life is. So at this phase, we try to externally validate. It's like, okay, some friend of mine is studying, he got placed in some dope ass company with some dope ass package. So is it true that I'm doing wrong because I'm not in that same company, sitting on the same desk, doing the same job? Some friend of mine has gone to Himalayas. he's living his life. It's like he's doing an all India tour on his bike. He has a KTM 390 RC. Why don't I have it? Does it mean something? So this is how we try to think our minds. Okay, somebody has become a superstar when he was 17 and then stuff like this and that. I think what most of the people don't talk, or at least I have not seen people talking about, or even if somebody has spoken, I feel it's important to speak now. What I discovered is somewhere, it, because I experienced this phase recently, so my mind has been blowing up. It's like, boom, boom, and it's truly amazing. It's a good way of blowing up. I've been thinking a lot, and then I've been trying to figure out certain things. I've been trying to find ways, and then finally it's all coming to place. It all started to make sense now. So the whole butterfly point, bird eye view point I'm trying to make is we being humans, we try to do things which we think we are capable of. But here is the nuance. Listen to listen to me carefully. This is where that comes in. Who decides what you are truly capable of? You know what you can do, what you can. You who knows? You can run a 10-kilometer run, but it's just you never did it. That's why you don't know it. Who defines that? This is a very important point. It's you who decide that, and this is very important to understand this. There is a whole lot there is a lot of thinking process which into this. I've been trying to figure out things, and people have been telling me it's like you can't, you can't do this, you can't. It's like you can't do that. It's not like they don't say it directly that you can't, but the tone they speak, it's like, uh, okay, from my experience, so and so happened, and then so that somebody when somebody speaks something like this, your mind, your brain automatically being a human being, it tries to create an image that okay, if so and so person has not done something in so and so situation, it might be true that I can also not do it. It might be true that it can be the same case with me as well. But that's not true. That's where it is not true. You have to understand people around us, no matter who they are. They can only be that point of support. It's not, there is a deeper sense behind it. It's like they can only, for example, your father or your mother, they just did that lifting your limbs, the upper part of the body, and then trying to make you stand on your legs. But ultimately, it's your legs, your strength, your mind who has been doing the walking stuff, which has learned that. So now at this phase, it is important for us to understand, and then there is everything which you need in this world already. That's 100% true. People keep telling that it's like, I've been doing this, I've been doing that, but I don't really find what is my thing and stuff like that. Everything what you need is already existing. It's just your job now to put in those efforts and then to think, really go make a deeper connection with yourself first, and then try to understand what makes you happy, what How are you reacting to certain situation? What emotions are you being triggered to? It's like there are a lot of nuances you have to understand about yourself. That's when you can start to master yourself, and then you can take those leaps. Okay, and then always it's important to keep a progress bar, which I'm realizing slowly because from the last year, when I just look back now, 2020 has been this, that, but this progress bar has been real, and it's very important to put one in the first place. And once you achieve little things in this progress bar, that dopamine, which I used to get earlier from doing a headshot in PUBG or like killing five enemies at once or watching some movie, some series on Netflix. I'm getting these dopamines when I'm ticking this little things on the progress bar. And this is so amazing because you can, this dopamine is real and it's something which drives you forward, unlike the short term dopamines which you get by, just like I mentioned, killing an enemy with a headshot. And I love this dopamine, and that's how we all evolve as better persons, I guess. And it's very important to somebody is trying to understand few things. This can help in connecting a lot. Yeah, and there is a whole other perspective when you are understanding that you can do things. You can actually do things which other people cannot, and then it's really important to believe that you can because you really can. And if you don't believe that, you never know what you're missing on the other side of the life. And then if you keep thinking about people, you'll be there, the same person, the same routine, the same this thing, and and you can exist for the rest of your life with the same this thing. But that's not me, and I realize that I want to do things, I want to go places, and in order to go places, I have to believe that I can go places. And it's very important to believe in the path that I'm following and to keep this little tick marks in the progress bar which I mentioned. This is indirectly the path which is taking me. I know this might be boring, stupid, bakwas stuff. Bakwas is like rubbish stuff, which for some people, but all of this will make sense one day. I know it will. And there's a whole other perspective of how to react with the environment around when you're trying to understand things. I've seen with this, I've observed with some people when they do something, they become, I don't know, extraordinary, extra dopamines generate in their brains or minds, I guess. So they try to become arrogant to the world around them. The same people which they have grown up with, or they have the from the same people whom they took the support in the first place to get here, they try to react to the same people in a different way. They try to say like they try to ignore things, they try to do things, and then they try to you know speak in a you don't know this attitude. But that's not the solution. I mean, you can keep pacing up in this uh, journey where you want to go. At the same time, you can also nurture the environment around you so that, yeah, if somebody is talking, then it's like gratitude comes into picture. Sticking to the ground, that's some ways to put it. It's like the arrogance and the, I don't know how to put it exactly, but some people get this feelings and then they try to do this, they try to. You also understand, I have been this person before. I try to pull certain people in the same growth path which I'm wanted to, but I realized it's not. I mean, I couldn't realize it why it wasn't working out or why they were not able to come along the same path no matter how many times I tried to push them. Like even my best friends, as a matter of fact, in certain aspects. But I realized not everybody has the same path, and that really changed a lot of things. That was a game changer for me. That's when I realized, yes, this is your path, yes, you're going. But someone else's path is different than this, and then someone else's goals are different from this. And that's where an open mindset comes into picture. You try to do things which you want to do and be the best at them, and then just give in an open thought. Just let them know that if you really want some help with something, I am here. And also, it's important to make it clear that, see, I'm on this path. So if something else is hindering me, I really have to prioritize this than making a conversation to, hold stuff over. Like, there was a disconnection post I wrote last night, and that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, follow your path.